No sleep 24 hours. Because I have a lot stacked on my plate. And I tend to worry too much, you know. It's not really a lot. It's actually, everybody would wish they had such the um, modest portioning. So I was going to just make a little update just to let people know that I'm okay. Some videos that are coming up. I don't think I'm okay on those videos, but this one I am. Thanks for your response, by the way, of letting me know the kind of videos you like. I was thinking about back engineering the particular one that the gentleman mentioned that he particularly appreciated. You know, back engineering videos would help, you'd think, right? If I just was trying to get them likes in. Maybe by the time that I press the video, I have, when I sent the video on, as an artist, you kind of just forget about it. You're done. Don't even look for a result. The result is, how did you feel while you were doing it? A lot of times you know when you have to post it, when you're like, on the money, feels great, better, quick, you know, so, but, just kind of talking. We can do a little of astrology. I did find my glasses. That's what's amazing. I hate the videos. And I hate saying hate so much. I don't say that so much. But, you know, you can just hate things. God gives you that permission to hate everything, and whenever possible, that whatever gets in between you and God, or your flow, or whatever it is you call just being connected. Yeah. So we have the wrapping up of August. It's the 22nd. Can you believe that? And so here we are, August 22nd, and it's the last degree of of Leo, and is that, yeah, I think that's Donald Trump's. It's not his birthday. I said it was his birthday, but no, he has a birthday. He's a Gemini, but he has a Leo rising, and so the sun is right on his ascendant right now. It's a good time to take a picture of him because you can't go wrong with the sun being on your entire physical body. Anyway, I'm trying to get my hair to do its purpose here as clothing. Anyway, yeah, we're in the middle of this Mercury retrograde, talking about going back, how it already squared with the epic full moon thing. Very taxing energy, if you ask me. It's like you're always going to get an afterburner, right? And so it's actually like a 2-week afterburner for all this stuff that happened in mid-August, and now we're moving forward. And it's like, can you men and women imagine that you ever got along before with the Mars square and Venus in the sky? But really, with Venus and Virgo, believe it or not, that's our only hope. These people know how to bend backwards and contort in all kinds of ways, and even wear hazmat equipment just to get along. You know, they're Venus and Virgos. They're kind of odd that way. It's kind of almost, yeah, the odd couple fascination, because well, being opposite of Pisces, which that's in the air right now. It's having an opposition. Let's look at that. When does Venus opposite the planet Pisces? It's coming here peculiarly. There's Pisces at 29 degrees, so very heavy. In Pisces, I mean Neptune in Pisces, very deep place. We are right on this place where it's going to be continue to approach my ascendant, and that's when I become a real live avatar. Um, Not in 3D though. See, I'm not a 3D person to a lot of people. I am not known to be a 3D person. one person comes and visits me in my life, and they don't know that I'm literally, I don't, see, you might imagine that I have people up here. Babe, I called person a week ago um, because I would like to, well, no, it was around about when I got my food card that I can go get my food rations, you know. I need to be able to pick my food. So I got the government aid to be able to do that. It's called CalFresh, um, something like Safe Foods or something. I don't know, but um, shouldn't be telling anybody that. You know, you don't talk about your finances. You don't talk about political things or religion. The three very key things that are the root cause of all of our worries and problems and strife and war and killing. Don't talk about it. Getting back to Mercury, what we're really looking at is the Venus in Virgo that is Mercury ruled. That's the secret behind me, babes. I've got the Venus Virgo, which you're experiencing it now. Have you had the urge to sort out your shelf, actually dust it, and then reorganize it? Did you do it to the point of I didn't even know I was going to do that and that and that too? And I thought about it just 6 months ago, and I was like, no way. But now you just wrapped it up. Boom, boom, boom. You looked at it yesterday, and then you went on it today, and you're ready to do what else? You're really, Venus and Virgo in the sky has something that it's doing very remarkable, even though it's wrapped up in a square with Mars and Jupiter. See, the Venus square Jupiter means financial stress. Did you, well, see, a woman might take your money because it's Venus square Jupiter. A lot of times it's not bad luck. Not for her, right? I don't know, babes. It's usually you have a hole in your pocket. What happened? You made the money, but then what happened? You did the right thing, right? You just let it go. Just give it away. You know, that's all you can do with money, and especially unless you do get a settlement from a warlord that has caused you harm, like Monsanto, if it's like to the tune of $245 million, build that bomb. Build it and send it right back to them. Make sure it's huge and blow up the whole facility. That's about all you can do with that kind of money or money alone. It's a war machine, and you want to make sure you're getting it from not the enemy. You don't want to proudly say, I'm working for the enemy now because that was my competition, you know, so I just went over there. Whew. Another one bites the dust. Woo! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey, hey! Another one bites the dust. Ow! Sorry. How'd you like that? I'm actually a really good musician. If I get my venue together and get organized, I find it pretty tough because I'm on my Mars line and I wouldn't know it unless one time I went up north and I stayed there for 2 weeks, and it takes you a while to start feeling the effects of when it's called geodetic astrology or astrocartography. No, is that what it means? But there's another name. It's called geodetics, and there's an astrology that you do that you can find the place on Earth that you want to make more money. Just move there. Do you want your relationship, or do you want to meet the love of your life, or have a spiritual experience? Go live over here. See, I'm in the place of my spiritual enlightenment, and it's like indeed. I mean, I have book material that I need to write about the things that you can tell somebody that they're hallucinating, and it's like no. You see, I have a videotape of when I first came back from my first astral travel experiences, getting downloads about something I was already working on, but they recognized me and they said, "Hey, whoo, we love you!" And I was raised up on a carpet of energy, salmon colored with pure music, and I felt nothing but like, these people. I mean, this thing loves me, and also this music. The rhythm went like this: one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. OCECT. This is how that they kept raising me up. They kept chanting my intergalactic name. Um, AC 369 OCECT, and then they stuck with OCECT, 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 OCETC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pentagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're a human. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The pentagram is the sign of the human 5-pointer. If you become enlightened, you see it, because like it's just the way that energy is moving in and out of you. And OCECT, it means, well, OC commonly it means occupation. ECT means electrokinetic, electromagnetic therapy, or electrokinetic therapy. It's a type of therapy where, see, they consider me this kind of energy that is this kind of thing that um, that causes resonance inside of other electrical currents and can start to awaken, perhaps. I gathered that that's the and the 369. These are just my astrological. They have my astrological down. It's very technical the way that they have sent down some of us to relay some of the information to get it done. Isn't that weird talking like that? But that's what this. See, this thing can be full of that, and that's what we're supposed to do. Is say, did you find out that you're an intergalactic being yet? And this is like Star Trek here. The hottest. This is the hottest political hot seat ever to be offered up to the possibility that well, it's just a possibility that the human side of the organism can organize itself enough through algorithmic playing. But it's really been 25 years of like, ah, 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 just not getting it. Why? You don't have your language down. Not at all. It's one thing to really get your language down and understand what you mean by when you say reality, what you mean when you say something like God, or see the fantastic words. We need to get out of that, man. The names of things like Satan, God. No, go back to mind, heart. Yep, that's it. See, the mind will cause you a fucking 40-day and 40-night desert run, man. And if you want, you can try to see if you don't need to eat during that time. Drink water, but watch out, it could kill you if it's the mind itself that you're chasing after. It wants you dead. It wants everything dead just for it to be more real than now. Yeah, handling some people that don't know where their real lives are, and they sit there and they can't be present with you or their real life. They're going to tell you that they've seen everything already, and it's like, you know what? You haven't seen now. Woo! Oops. Just kidding. Really? Wake up. If you're dwelling in all that, I've been through it already. I've seen it all, man, and it is pretty. It's like, you know what? You're a false identity, because I don't even fucking know you, and you're taking the very life that you are really. You should have a profound responsibility to just stay locative of this moment now. I know it's hard, because the truth is, no people or minds can be now. So now what do you know? Really? What you can now, the only thing you can know is now. If you really want to know something, babes, start at any time. However many skeletons that you go through, absolutely wasting it, by the way. We don't need constant roundy round of people leaving a mess here because they don't know how to locate their real lives, and they think there's a future, and they're like confetting it up, and they're, of course, they're doing that based on a past. We have to learn from that, and we never do, because the only thing that you're going to learn from is your real life, which is happening now. complicating, but it's possible to find your real life. It's called being reborn, by the way, into the living body of Christ. This moment now. If you have attained enough of it on a daily basis to the point where it's like you are counting more moments of, of, of when peace flies on beating wings to settle deep within your soul. When there is no more past hanging around your neck like a rock, and no more future hungering your awareness away from this moment now. Say thank you. When this moment now becomes all there is, this is true prayer. The gratitude of it, the realization of where you really are. This is true prayer. It's a feeling of gratitude that only the heart can beat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the prayer is, I want this for you. I want this for you. I want this for you. Please, I want you to become realized as this. Please, this is all we got. The bliss, the beauty. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. That is true prayer. Just being located of this moment now and experiencing peace flying on beating wings to settle deep within your soul. When there is no past hanging around your neck like a rock, like luggage that you take and you say, well, have you ever met the narcissist who says, hi, I am an ex-convict, alcoholic. I broke some windows out 6 months ago. I used to own a property, gone. And my girlfriend, she's a bitch. How are you? By that time, midway through it, somebody like me, I'm trying not to show it, but I am going into panic. I'm thinking, dear God, please help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. I'm in danger, I'm in danger, I'm in danger, I'm in danger. I'm pretty much like that, but you wouldn't know it. Because I'm pretty good as a narcissist. All of a sudden, when I feel like I'm in danger, just temporarily, I'm going to crack a fake smile and say, "Well, the good news is I don't allow you to convince me of your memory in your mind. I won't even allow you to convince myself of the memory in my mind. You're now going to experience if you're in my presence and you hear what I'm saying." See, a lot of people have fell straight through their assholes. And I'm wondering, what is happening with this person? There is nothing that I'm imposing on them. The other day I may have imposed some things because really it's a test. We're all having a testing time right now. You should be as frank and as high vibrational and radiating as possible. And if nobody likes it, tell them, bye, I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for the one that aligns to my freedom and being able to play. You have to get into your play now. Woo! I'm sorry, you have to get into that child self, please. Light as a feather, light as a feather. Stop carrying all of that shit, and then you don't know how to let it out in the first place. Like if you are going through something, see, you're liable to sit next to somebody and just really, with all that turbulence in you, you're gonna turn and say, well, it's like that movie, The Airplane, and you see this one scene where people end up sitting next to this person, and they say, well, yeah, it's my wife and kids are there at home, and it kind of flashes to them, and now whoever they're talking to is pouring gasoline on them, and they light themselves on fire. Or the next one is like, or it's like, and then the next one's preparing a rope, and it's like, why? There's just innocently having a conversation about their job and their children and their blah blah blah, but really, no. They're trying to they're offering you all of their luggage on an energetic level. They're dumping on you on some kind of weird level, and because the talk about your family and your job and that stuff, it's not interesting, not at all, not really. You should talk about a less obvious experience, less illusory, because families are dead end roads. Mothers and fathers are dead end roads. They are. They kind of fade off into the distance. Pretty soon you just realize, especially for the kids, these were just people. You're apt to do that if you're getting wised up at least by the age 5. You're like, uh-oh, give these people a break. Um, and then see, when you're getting older, it's for sure that you can't attach yourself too much to that. They die and they're gone, and the only thing that really lasts of those kinds of people in your life, your uncle, your mother, your aunt, your daughter, your sister, your stepmother, your stepbrother, your priest, your police officer, your lawyer, is that there is the possibility that they too became just simply the highest role possible for every human being to become, which is perfectly just a human being, what is called a good friend. That's all. Nobody ever says, narcissists call each other after they get married, they say, my husband, my wife. Oh, my wife, my husband. Really? What real people say after 60 or 30 years of having managed to stick it out together? They say, oh, how do we do it? I just married my best friend. So they're not marrying their husbands or wives. I don't know. That's the highest role you can play, and make sure that you can do that before anything else. If you expect something good to come out of any kind of association, find out what a good friend is really like. In India, they have changed the terminology, the master, seek the master, find your guru. And there is gurus that stick out. There's all kinds of Ramanaha, Krishnamurti, blah, 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 the most complicated one that's fucking so amazing. And then there's, the rest. Um, A lot of them are males, by the way, and you get the impression that they're just like, well, we're going to be women next. We're just reminding ourselves how it is when you are graduated into the more superior realm that's beyond mind and into you have an electrical body, and let's breathe together. And that's Le Mans for you. Are you now going to do something as intense as pump out a whole other civilization? Well, good. A lot of people might be jealous. Like, why can't I do that? Can't I have kids? No, you have to be a woman to do that. Next, we'll talk about women, the Venus and Virgo type, who she's ruled by Mercury. So she's like putting on her glasses, saying, "Excuse me," details of which I know that Gemini thinks they're hot and everything, but I'm going to weed this fucking trash out. It's time to do quality control. I am down to earth, by the way. I'm an earth-ruled sign, so this means I might know a little something about being so practical as that when I focus on money, I focus on money. It comes easy, baby. We focus on other things. We have a creative life that is way more fucking rewarding. It's important to get into your meditation and make sure that you are, if not causing all of your distraction, and I can't believe I watched a chicken eat something under the rock for 3 hours. Try 30. What about 3 years? Now, my story about the true prayer, the true state of prayer, and just for this moment now, here's how it goes. You know that it's true prayer when you're just grateful. And if people in churches were really in their praying, we would be in heaven on earth. Because heaven is none other than now.